Welcome to Academy of Tone 296. This is the pre-NAMM live stream or stream, the one before NAMM. It's our story, how we approach NAMM 2026. This year we decided to fly in a little bit earlier than usual. Valeska and myself had a tough ride to NAMM with the international flight of 11 hours, I think it was. And then, you know, waiting for the hire car, immigration, everything was pretty smooth, but of course it's time consuming. And then we had one day being tourists, and we decided to have the day split into two parts. In the morning, we were climbing up towards the Hollywood sign in the Hollywood Hills. Yeah, we had nice weather. It was actually pretty warm in the early morning. And so we were walking, I think, about 1.5 hours each direction, getting closer. But actually there is no way to get exactly where the signs are. So you can get closer, you can make your pictures. And then if you go all the way around the hill, you would be behind the signs. So we thought, you know what, skip it and go to the beach. Before we went to the beach, we had a little stop at the Hollywood Boulevard, where we have seen a little bit of the Walk of Fame. Well, probably this will be my star. My name is not on there yet. But El Joro, I played with him. That is nice. Okay, this is all actors. Oh, one of my heroes, Ennio Morricone. One of the best film composers ever. Kool and the Gang. Love them. Dizzy Gillespie, the trumpet player with the big cheeks. Wow. Here we are in the jazz. Herbie Hancock, fucking hell, Ice-T rap. Great. George Benson. Well, I cannot compete here. Okay, well, a few stars are empty. One day, maybe not. See ya. You know, the vibe of the Hollywood Boulevard, which is kind of nice and you know, something for tourists to do. Do you know what this is? Yes. It is a speaker in the Terminator.
BluGuitar.
Arnold. Next up, we went down to our apartment, Airbnb apartment, and to the beach. And I think, which beach was it? Redondo beach, some kind of the beach. There's a huge beach and it has different names for different sections. That's the big find, the find of the day. The muscle.
Muscle.
Ganz schön vermusselt. Yeah, get some California vibes. And the other thing I'm always doing when I fly in, I bring in one of my BluGuitars, and maybe we can see here the bolt-on neck. I have special screws because the only thing I do when I take this with me, I block the strings here and I unscrew the neck, I put it in the hand luggage, and here we are. So going back means put the neck back in, and yeah, tuning up. I don't even change the strings or the tuner. It simply works. Easy one, guitars, everything is fine, ready to set up for the show. Yeah, and the next day we went to the beach. Shalom Om. Oh yeah. Nice breeze. Seaside. Life is good. Next up, I had a very pleasant meeting with Tim Pierce. We have been in contact, you know, a little bit, but I have been to his place before, but he kind of re-invited me. And that was, of course, very special to me because I'm a huge fan of his guitar playing and also teaching. The way he teaches the guitar resonates a lot with how I think myself as well. Tim is having a fantastic masterclass that he has been working on for years.
Yeah, 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah, yeah. We've added a lot to it, and it's a giant collection, probably 3,000 videos, over 200 hours now, and we keep adding to it. So,
yeah. I just know that the way you play is so tasty. Your phrasing, your tone choice, and you know, the way you explain it as well. In your videos, you share your thoughts, and I think that's a huge inspiration for people that want to learn to play the right notes and not to noodle the same and same and same.
But I really want to noodle, so I'm working on that.
And we had a few topics we could talk about, and one of them obviously was also the new baby of BluGuitar, which is this AmpX here. And yeah, we had a quick go on that one, and we found out that his favorite amp in his collection was a Dumble-style amplifier. And having the A/B switching system in his cockpit that everybody knows, I just dialed in my amp and he said it's identical. Well, what else can I say? Nothing else needed to say. So it seems that I have achieved my goal here. The next thing we talked many things. Yeah, I shot a little video with him about the guitar teaching thing and his masterclass. Then the next thing, we changed Airbnb apartments. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So this is the gang ready for NAMM. And we went down to Anaheim where, you know, the exhibition is taking place. Hey, we are approaching NAMM 2026. Here we go, the famous sign.
Yes, this is my girlfriend.
The AmpX. AmpX. It was so smooth this time. We came with the passes, we scanned them in, printed out the passes, done, in. Then we were approaching the booth, and everything was already there. We are lucky. This is our booth, 15810, and very best is, ta-da! BluGuitar USLP delivered our NAMM booth, everything hopefully we need. Setup time. Best thing ever, because last year we had a huge tragedy. We came to the booth and nothing was there, and only very last minute we found out that the shipment had to be pushed and things were kind of really tough. So last minute last year, this year so smooth. Next thing, dinner. No, before we went to dinner, we set up the booth. This is already set up, kind of. It's not cabled up, but it's there. And it took us 30 minutes. Great. Let's go and find the car. Okay, Ibanez. They have hundreds of guitars. Thousands, probably. Let's go here. Green sustain. Okay, my house is green. Hey, Aria Pro 2. This was my first electric guitar, by the way. Megatrem, hello. Pedal zone, Walrus audio. So next to finalize is like today, and we had a lot. I could see the stage at X-Vive with a BluGuitar logo on the stage. Thank you so much, X-Vive. And guess what we see? BluGuitar! X! And X. This is where I'll be playing at 1 p.m. every day. The first day, Thursday, I will do my instrumentals with a backing track, and then Friday and Saturday I will play there with my all-star bands, including Ronnie Lee, George Palacios, killer drummer Elvin Mills, and killer vocalist Neil Turbin, known from Anthrax, killer. So that's going on. I'm very excited about the music things. On the other hand, I'm also excited about all the meetings that I'm having at the show. And it started with a nice dinner with Pearl, who is our speaker manufacturer, which is a nice thing. We have a ritual to go to a special restaurant every year. And this was happening in the evening. And so that was a nice day. Today we will finalize the setup at the show. I will go and join Ronnie Lee's All-Star Jam, which is at the Grand Theater on Harbor Boulevard. I guess it starts 6:15 p.m. And yeah, this is where I will meet Neil Turbin. He's coming very late. I will be on stage at the beginning, in the middle, and some kind in the end. And we have many guitar players there, which is cool. So I will probably play with him at the last set, around 10ish. So this will be a long night. Okay, and what to expect from them? Well, I'm looking at my little timetable here. I try to shoot my walkthrough in the morning, first thing in the morning. Then I have meetings with, business people, our suppliers. I will shoot some videos about the AmpX, where we are. Then I will be on stage. And of course, I hang around the BluGuitar booth, which is 5810. The jam is 7212. yeah, that's on for Thursday, Friday, similar thing, video in the morning, business people in the morning, and then the band, and then more business people. So, you know, as it should be for a trade show. That's the chance to meet people, and of course you have to have a little time in between to meet new people. So yeah, same thing for Saturday. And on Sunday I'm invited at Walter Trout's. Famous Walter Trout has contacted me and wrote me an email that he is using AMP1 Mercury Edition on his last record. I will be at his home, and we will, we will see what we are doing Sunday. What will I expect from them? It's a couple of things. The main thing, of course, is to show the world that AmpX is going into production. It's not shipping yet, but we are getting to the final phase, and I can really sign off things, so we will see this amp in some other people's hands more and more this year. At this point, it's only a few beta testers. There will be another round of beta testers, and then the first one from the pre-order list will get their AmpX. As I always say, if you are interested in the AmpX, put your name on the pre-order list. It's so long. Some people have to wait probably a year or maybe two because the list is so huge. You can always kind of decline, because we are not unhappy if somebody cancels for whatever reason. There's somebody else who is very happy to get one. And for those, what we have actually achieved now is, you know, after playing 2 years with this myself on stages, I know that the hardware is totally stable. It's software mainly that we are working on. And I have a new software version, which is of course not the final one, but we are going through all these iterations of software to make it, well, user-friendly as can be. I know this doesn't have a huge touch display like some of the modern modelers. I'm a little bit jealous about that, but on the other hand, this has real knobs, and these knobs do react and feel like the traditional knobs that we all know from our pedals or amps. And that's, on the other hand, another concept, and it's maybe an advantage. I think it's an advantage when you have a simple setup, and especially when you have dialed in all your tones and you are gigging with this, because then you have direct access to the stuff that you need. The moment when you're fiddling around and the moment you are creating sounds and going through all the parameters, a touchscreen might be better, I admit, but we don't have the knowledge in the company to make a computer. So this is more or less an analog device that it's digitally controlled. And the thing about the digital side is we use the digital power for time-based effects and the controlling, but not for having a huge display and that. So, you know, BluGuitar is a small company, and we try to do what we can do best, which is sound. It's called Tone Innovation. It's on the other T-shirt. Yeah, the strong point of this product is it is just like a real tube amp in a new format. And this boy here is having a bunch of great tube amps in a new format, and it can be updated, and that's very new. It's actually something I have been dreaming about for my whole entire life. See, tone innovation. Tone comes first, and then there comes the whistles and bells. Sometimes I have the feeling that we have too many whistles and bells already, as everybody demands this and that. In the end, my advice is, whatever gear you play, if it's one of our amps or another amp, get your tone and play. Playing is more important than twiddling, fiddling sounds. You have to feel comfortable, you have to have a great tone that inspires you, but in the end, it's all about making music. I do understand people that have other passions, but for me, that's the spirit of what we are doing. And we try to offer products that are different from what is on the market. This is giving us the niche, so we can hardly be compared. Of course, everybody can compare anything to anything. And if you compare the AmpX to a modeler, we probably don't have exactly the same amount of features and options. But if you compare this to a real tube amp, we have hundreds, thousands of features more than such a setup. And it's way more compact. So it all depends on what you want and which direction you look at the products. And then, you know, whatever is making you happy. And for me, I'm happy for anybody that found his combination, being it an old Fender and no pedal, or the latest modeler with tons of things. You know, it's all good as long as it helps you to make music. Yeah, so that's the little pre-NAMM situation with us. Stay tuned for more updates as we are approaching the show. I try to shoot more videos and keep you posted on all the things happening here at NAMM 2026. Yeah, maybe I should tell you, like and subscribe. I usually don't say that. It helps, as the other YouTubers always say, the algorithm. It helps us, and it's free. Okay, guys, see you at the show. See you tomorrow. Cheers. Here we are. As usual, our NAMM ritual is going to the SNG Grand Café, which is a Mexican place which gives you decent food that keeps you, well, not hungry for the whole day.
Everything okay?
Everything fine.
Good, guys.
Thanks.